thank you all so much for being here. Welcome to Harmony Spiritual Center. It's just such a joy always to be here with you and to share stuff that we all know, but just reminding ourselves in different ways how we live and how we intentionally have a great life, because that's what we're here to do. It's what we're here to do, regardless of what situations seem like. It's all about experiencing and learning. You can still hear me, right? Experiencing and growing, and that's what we do here, to remind each other of what we're here for and what is possible. And it's all possible in the mind of God, and that's who we are, in the mind of I am. So last week we talked about spiritual freedom, and that was just like releasing limiting beliefs. And the problem with limiting beliefs is that we don't know we have them until we come up against something and we get stopped. And we're like, well, what makes that true? And so there are just limiting beliefs that we have, and we just talked about those, how we release them, releasing attachments, so that we can, again, just have the great life that we're looking to have, what we're here to do. Today I want to talk about, where do you stand? Where do you stand? And the reason why I want to talk about that is because so much, how many of you in here, let me just stop and go backwards. How many of you in here have an opinion? Interesting.
I also have a nose.
Okay, so everyone has an opinion, and besides what I shared with you on Sunday morning, how many of you are ready to share that opinion with other people? Okay, yeah, exactly. Hello, myself, and I'm putting both my hands up because I'm not asking questions that I don't actually do myself. And so what I want to talk about, where you stand means is that so you don't get pushed off of your life. You only have a limited amount of time, and we don't know what that is. We know it's limited because the body is limited, that's all. The soul is not, but the body is. And so we want to get on with our lives. And the opinions of others really don't matter. They think they matter, but they don't. What actually matters is your opinion and who you are. And so when I ask you where you stand, it's so that you will know. It's a question I don't need to know. I'm asking it because so you know, so that you don't get pushed off of your life, off the road you're on. Because so many people will say to you, oh, you can't do that. I'm sorry, are you me? How do you know? And the thing is that whatever it is that we're stepping out to do, we don't quite know how we're going to do it either. We don't need to know. That is the thing with God. That is the thing about the power of the universe, is that we don't need to know how. What we need to do is claim it, whatever it is, and then move forward. And so I just want to share with you a couple of things, a couple of stories about just kind of standing and knowing who you are and why you want to do that and why it's important to you. In Matthew 16, 13 through 19, Jesus asked his disciples, who do people say the Son of Man is? And they replied, well, some say John the Baptist, and others say Elijah, and still others say Jeremiah or one of the other prophets. And Jesus asked, who do you say I am? It doesn't make any difference what I say, who the I am is, what anybody else says. Who do you say the I am is? Because that's all that matters, is who you say. And quite frankly, the I am is you, the divine in you. And the power of it, I'm going to do another talk about the power of I am. But right now, it's just about knowing where you stand. And so that's the reason, because again, you can ask 3 people what they think, and you can ask everybody in this room what they think about any one thing, about what I'm talking about right now. And all of you will have a different answer. Not all of them correct for you, not necessarily correct for the person you're talking to. So it's important that you know what what you're about and where you stand. Now, some of you have talked with me privately and publicly and all of that, and you know that I'm fairly opinionated. Don't be laughing. I own it. But I was I've told you the story before, but I'll tell you again because I think it's very funny, and I love telling it because it's telling a story on me. And I was in Waco with some friends, and we had gone to see a play, and afterwards we went to go have dinner. And we were finished and had a great time just chit-chatting and all of that. And the waiter came and said, do you want any dessert? Now, the dinner was delicious, and I didn't want any, but I love Bluebell ice cream, homemade vanilla. So I said, do you have any Bluebell homemade vanilla. And he said, oh, yeah, that's all we carry. And I said, great, bring me some. That's what I want. So he went off and came back, brought the ice cream, and we went on with our chit-chatting. And I took a taste, and I thought, this is not Bluebell. And I pushed it aside. And later he came back, and he said, oh, you don't like the ice cream? And I said, well, it's not Bluebell. And he said, it is. And I said, it's not. It's not. I'm telling you, I don't want to argue with you, but I'm telling you, it's not. Okay? It's no point in backing away from what you know. And my friends were looking at me like, don't be arguing. He's the waiter. He ought to know what he's serving. I'm like, yes, he ought to, but he doesn't. Because this isn't Bluebell. So apparently he just didn't want to sit with that. So he just took it and he went back and did whatever he did. And he came back out and he goes, you're right. It's not Bluebell. I said, I know. I wasn't even good about it. I said, I know. And he said, but we always serve Bluebell. He said, but we ran out and we didn't have time to go to the store. So the guy just went and just picked up some vanilla ice cream. And I said, well, I didn't know all that, but I know this wasn't new Bluebell. That's all I can tell you. You know what you know. I don't. It's not about him being wrong. I didn't need him. It didn't matter to me. I just wanted him to know that you think you're serving one thing, but you're not. And I know because I know what it tastes like. And the reason why I know what it tastes like, because it tastes exactly like the ice cream my mother used to make for us when we were children. It tastes exactly like homemade ice cream, homemade vanilla. And mass-produced ice cream just doesn't taste the same, even though this one is mass-produced. But it's mass-produced the way that homemade ice cream is made. So I know. My point is this. If you know something, you know something. You don't have to back away, and nobody else has to believe you. It's okay. But what do you know about you? And you don't have to stand up. And all my friends were going, stop. He knows. He doesn't know. I know. Okay, but I don't care about that. It's not about any of you. None of you are eating this ice cream. I'm the one, right? No one's on the road you're on. They can't be, because it's your road. So no one can tell you whether it's right or wrong but you. And even you, if Spirit puts you on the road, it's right. You might not know exactly how it's going to happen, and you may stumble just trying to understand what it is Spirit wants from you, but that's how it goes. So know who you are and where you stand. That's why it's important to do that. Just because, again, everybody has an opinion, including your minister. And I'll only give you the opinion if you ask me for it. So be careful. Because I will tell you. And so I'm reading a book, and I'm probably going to do it for our next class. It's called the I Am Discourses, and I love this book. I read it every morning as a part of my. You guys read it? Yeah, isn't it fabulous? It's just fabulous, and you just read it over and over again. It's the I Am Discourses, and it just talks about the power of I am. And so, you guys know that I just came back from a trip to Tennessee to visit a girlfriend of mine who, her and her husband and her son moved here from Thailand to Tennessee. And so I thought, well, they could fly all the way, move all of their stuff out. The least I could do is drive to Tennessee. What's the problem? And so I was going to go with another girlfriend. She got in a new car, and she wanted to put it on the road. But something happened, and she wasn't able to go. So I was thinking, should I go? Should I not go? And I thought, okay, well, back to who are you? What are you doing? What's yours to do? And knowing what matters to you. This person matters to me. It wasn't about taking the girls' trip to Tennessee. That was nice. That was a nice addition. But that wasn't what it was about. So I had to go back and remind myself, what are you doing? What is yours to do? What is your I am? I am a friend. I am someone who, what matters to me is my word. It matters to me. I can't tell you something and then not follow through with it. And I said, I'm driving. I'm coming to visit you. And so all of this, what I know is, and the reason why I do the I am discourse is because I had to remind myself, who are you? It's not about what she said, the other girl. She said she couldn't go because her car doesn't work. Something was going on with her car. And I didn't know whether my car was going to make the trip. So I said, all right, well, I'm going. So Spirit said, well, take your car to the mechanic that you like and have him look it over and make sure it's road ready. So I did that. It wasn't, but he fixed it. He did all kinds of stuff and really made it fabulous. The other thing about that was I was so confident in the car getting there, and he made it back just beautifully, it's still running great. But when I was on the road, an engine light came on, and it said maintenance required. So I called my mechanic, and I said, hey, there's a light coming on. What's going on with that? He said, no, we've taken care of the car. Your car is fine. Just keep driving, and when you get back, we'll just turn it off. Sometimes it flicks on and flicks off. We'll just turn it off. I said, all right. So I was confident because I had done what Spirit had said to do. Do the I am. This is who I am. Take your car in. Make sure it's roadworthy. I did that. And when I got on the road and it told me it needed some help, I said, oh, help. And they said, no need. Keep going. It's all good. And I was confident in that. So knowing who you are, what you're about, and staying on that path, and people are constantly, and they're not doing this intentionally. I don't want to say that there's something negative about that. It's not. People are genuinely trying to tell you what is best, but they don't know what's best for you. They can't know. They can't know. So they can give you an opinion. You can think about it yourself, but you have to weigh it. What they're telling you against what you know for yourself, what Spirit is telling you, what you have confidence, and the I am that you have claimed. If you claim an I am going to Tennessee. That's all you need to do. Everything else, Spirit put in my head. And not only that, let me tell you something. The cost of getting that car fixed was over $4,000. But here's what happened. Yeah, exactly. Because I thought it was going to be like $500. It was over $4,000, but here's what happened. I look, and I told you guys, I don't know what's in my account. Just I look at it before I go to spend, just so I don't bounce checks and stuff. So I made that decision. He told me how much it was. I looked at my account, and there was $4,800 that had just been put in the account. Wasn't mine. I said, what's this? So I looked through my email, and somehow my retirement check from being a peace officer, they had, years ago when they set it up, they had screwed up and took too much out. And they owed me this money. And they owed me more every single month. So not only had I claimed that, but I also claimed, Spirit, I want to get more money every month. I don't know how. I'm not doing any more work, but I want more money every month. You just tell Spirit what you want. I need more money. I'm not doing any more work. I'm doing the work of one person, not 5. And so that's what happened. That money was in my account, and extra money, every $500 more every single month now coming to my account because of that. Hello? You know you can. So all I'm saying, this is not about me. Please understand, this is not about me. This is about the I am. This is about you just claiming, this is what I'm going to do, Spirit. Show me the way. That's all your prayer needs to be. This is what I'm going to do. Show me the way. And confidently expect the way will be shown. You don't need to know how. I had no idea. How do I know that they messed up some years ago? I retired from that in 1992. So why would I think that they would owe me something? Never. Okay? Exactly. All the time. All the time. So that's what you want to know. You just want to be true to yourself. Who do you say you are? And hold to that. But also, who do you say Spirit is to you? It's your decision. Spirit is always waiting for you to say, this is what I want. This is where we're going. That's all the prayer needs to be. You don't have to get on your knees. You don't have to beg. You don't have to do any of that. What you have to do is be clear about what you want. And if you're not clear, you can say, I think I'm going in this direction. I'm going to start heading this way, and you just adjust the path as I go. You can say it that way. Okay? So don't worry about it. I'm not really sure. It's okay. It's okay. What do you think you want? Start there. It'll be adjusted as you go. That's the power of what you have and the power of I am in you. Okay? So what am I saying? Where do you stand? 3 things that I want you to know. What matters to you? Just be clear on that. What matters to you? What matters to you is you all. This community, to me, this is what matters. Harmony matters. My spiritual life matters. My family matters. Okay? My word matters. I know what matters to me, so I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to do it. I don't care what anybody says. Back me up on this. I'm not backing you up on that. That's craziness. I'm not. Okay? Whatever. So what matters to you. Watch your words. Watch the words that you say to yourself. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get this. I don't think I'm smart enough. You are the I am. You are the individualized expression of God. So whatever you say behind I am is what's going to come true for you. So if you say I am not smart, if you say I am smart enough, I know enough, I am strong enough, whatever those things are that you want, that's what you claim. That's how powerful the I am is. So just watch your words. That's number 2. That's all I had. Was 1 and 2. Sorry. I know we have 3, but I only had 2. Those 2 are the only thing that matter. What matters to you and watching your words when you say I am. Okay? So you are the divine. Your words have power. So be intentional about what you say. Not just saying little stupid stuff, this little fun thing. Those don't matter. But what you say consistently, what you say to yourself consistently, that's what you really think. And so you want to watch those words. Not every word that comes out of your mouth, because Lord knows craziness comes out of my mouth. But when I'm standing here in front of you, I'm very clear about what I want to share with you, because I'm speaking from my divine self, not from my head, from my divine self. So when I'm speaking here, I'm telling you what I know to be true for me and what can be true for you. I want to leave you with a final quote from Abraham Lincoln. Be sure you put your feet in the right place, and then stand firm. Just stand firm. Just stand firm. That's all. Putting your feet in the right place is up to you. Whatever matters to you. But once you determine what matters, stand firm in that, in your conviction, and you will always stand for what matters to you. And so it is. Okay. Thank you.